Hello there YouTube, and today I'm going to show you how to build an elevator. Now, uh, I've done it a little different today. I'm on my server because I made it on my server, um, and I really did not want to recreate this in my tutorial land, as it was a pain to make. But hopefully this should be a lot easier for you, as in watching me. So I'll tell you what is required. All we need is red power 2, and for my purposes is computer craft. You don't need computer craft if you want to set it up with wires everywhere, but I wanted to make this wireless so the didn't have to worry about where it was and have to worry about wiring it all up. So now, first off, I'll show you how I made it. Well, I'll show you how it works really. What you do is you make sure you pass the line. I should make that like red wool or something. Right click on this machine. And you've got the elevator control point. You got first floor, first cave, and bottom cave. Now the cool thing about this is because we're on ground floor, if we press 1 by accident, it's not going to go anywhere. We're currently on the ground floor, so that is the neat thing that I've coded into this. Also, we've got glitched elevator, where are you, type help. Basically, I'm not too sure if it works or not if you quit the entire game. On the server, if the server stayed running, it works absolutely fine. But if you quit the game on a single player, if you leave this not on ground floor when you leave, I'm guessing it'll think you're on ground floor when you load back up. So if you quit off and you're on, like, say, second story, just what you do is you just type help and tell it what floor you're on. So I'll push 1 because I'm on the top. Set to top, and then click exit. I'm going to make that automatically go. So right, what we do here is I want to go to the first cave. Actually, let's go to the bottom cave, straight down to the bottom. It does judder a little bit, but it's pretty good. Now, like I said, all you need is red power 2 and also computer craft to do this. As you can see, that these turn into boxes. Don't worry, it just means you can't interact with them whilst it's moving. Obviously I just look away, because if I can't interact with them, there's no point. See, if I right click on here, it ain't gonna work. And so, as you've seen there, sometimes it will, but it'll close you off. This is first story, and we go past that because we asked for the bottom. And we go through the cave, lots of cave system, and we get closed off. As you see, the roof comes with us, so it closes it back off, and we're at the bottom. As you can see, whilst building this, I did die a few times, and you're at the bottom now. And we can go back up. And the good thing is, obviously, I don't have to. It knows where we are, so I can just go first cave. So it'll go back up. Notice up is a little bit more glitchier than going down. Yeah, guess that's to do with the Minecraft physics. It's not brilliant. There we go, and we're on the next floor. And sorry if this is taking too long. And we'll go back to the ground, and I'll explain and show how I've built this. I will change my editor for showing you how the code works, because don't think it comes out very good on the screens, to be honest. I've done a few tutorials with doing it actually on the screens, but I think it would be best for us to show us on a different. I won't stop the tutorial, I'll just switch cameras and go on to the files. Right, and we're after a bumpy ride, we're at the top. Right, now building this is a bit of a nightmare. Took me a little while to work this out. Now, the way I've built this is I've got loads of these are cord support frames, and what I've done is I've just put wooden covers all the way around, like this. You got the picture, right? So just about right. Now, wherever you want something to come down with you, you notice that I had like a furnace and a computer. Now, the issue is you can't just plonk it directly on. You can't pull it on top of these wooden covers. I'll explain now. Right. Basically, you cover the entire framework all the way around, and also underneath. Otherwise, if it sticks to a block, that's it. It ain't gonna move. Now, when putting a computer down, with this red, you know, you've got your wireless. Make sure that you've got, say for instance, I'll show you on my side. Here we've got underneath the furnace, it looks like that. So we're basically, wherever we want something, we've got to take the wooden support, wooden covers off, and the back. Obviously this is on that long plinth that goes all the way up to the top. Now that goes down with us as we go down. As you can see here, I've taken the cover off for the wireless. Now that was the one thing that took me about 20 minutes to work out what was wrong, because I had it like that and it don't work. So now you've built your shell. It should look something like that, but with a really long, depending on how far you want to go, obviously, is on how long this has to be. Then we need our motors. Now, this is the basic motor from Red Power 2. Two computers to control it, the up and the down. And obviously we had the controller inside. The wires to power. I've just used 2 solar panels for now. Probably need more than that, but I don't go down mining much. So you just chuck a few more on there if needed, like so. Now, I think that's pretty much it. Just all I must stress is that you make sure you cover the entire thing with these, and cover it entirely with them, unless you want to obviously put things on there. Not everything works, but like you can't put doors on it, because I was going to make my house go down, but you can't put doors on it. You can literally just put blocks or chests, the furnace, and a few other things if you want to. But right, so I think that's pretty much all you need to know about building it. If you want me to actually build one of these for you as a tutorial, but I don't mind doing it. I'll just do it as a sped up time frame, because it does take a little bit longer, or I can cut it into a few tutorials. Right, now I guess we'll have to go to the code. I will see you for now, and I'll see you in the next video. Well, not next video. I'll see you in a second in the code.